I've got a wheel of every single D&D subclass, and I'm trying to draw all of them, so let's spin this shit. The Celestial Patron Warlock. As the name suggests, this warlock makes a pact with a celestial being like angels and stuff, and it's kind of the designated good guy support subclass. They get access to a few support spells and they have a bonus action heal ability, and later on they get a boost to their fire and radiant damage. For the sake of this build, I actually didn't go Eldritch Blast, and instead went with True Strike as my cantrip of choice for the radiant damage. Also, the vibes just called for this character to have a gun, it just made sense. I also wanted to shake up the archetypal warlock versus patron moral conflict. Instead of a good or at least neutral aligned character having to grapple with their patron's unknown nefarious motives, what if the warlock was a shitty, awful person and his patron's motives were just to do nice things, like community service and helping people in need? Anyway, this is Randall, no last name, but people who've had the displeasure of meeting him call him Randy Bastard, on account of being a bastard. And one day he gambled away the custody of his mortal soul to a demon in a back alley, as you do. Fortunately, however, he was eventually approached by a strange pigeon named Jeremy, who claimed to be part of a soul debt relief agency ran by Celestial, and offered to help Randy get his soul back in exchange for becoming a good person. So now he goes on good guy quests and helps out anyone he can find along the way. But he does have a shitty attitude about it, once again on account of being a bastard. So fun fact, this is actually the first character I've done for this series that I already had a design for. In fact, he was technically the first character I made as part of this challenge, before I decided I was going to make a series on it. So the character concept as a whole had a lot more time to bake than the other ones. But yeah,